G'day everyone and welcome back to my little home machine shop. Quick video for you today. It's been about 3 weeks since you saw my last video. Now I have been busy, I have been in here doing some stuff, but I did a little bit for my other channel as well. Now, new tools in the shop. First thing I want to show you guys is some new hearing protection I bought. If you know me personally, you'll know that I've got some severe hearing loss and it's called industrial deafness. And in Australia here, I forget what it was, I think I'm about 30 or 35% down on one ear and the other one's not that better either. And at work now, it's very hard. As you know, I'm a school teacher. It's very hard to understand the kids, probably because they mumble as well. So I went out and bought myself some good earmuffs. All right, now I do have earmuffs in the shop here. Unfortunately, it's not going to make my hearing better, but it hopefully will help keep it at bay so I don't decay further and further. It's getting really hard to hear the wife, and that's probably because I don't listen to her. But anyway, so these are a product by 3M. I bought them. I'm not promoting them at all, so don't think that. They're rechargeable. They're really good. They're Bluetooth as well, okay, and they're noise reducing ones as well, noise cancelling ones. So I've been wearing those, especially when that's CNC running, because it's bloody noisy. Now the next thing I bought, once again, I'm not plugging anyone here, these are tools I bought or been given for free, is this centering dial indicator. It's really, really good. Now I saw one of these years ago, my buddy Peter Pilbeam had one. He had one from a company called Insize. If you remember them, they've seemed to have disappeared, Insize. They were sort of a bit of a copy, a Chinese copy of Mitutoyo. But anyway, I bought this. It's been working really, really well. For those that don't know what it is, you can set it up on a bore and clock in your bore in the X and Y axis to get it spot on if you're doing some boring. So I bought that to do the flywheel machining, which I'll bring in a minute and another bit of footage. So I can't remember what I paid for that. I bought it from a company here in Australia called Machinery House. I don't usually buy a lot of stuff off them. Occasionally I'll buy some stuff off them. Long story, I won't go into it. As you know, I've been doing the 4-stroke engine build. And my buddy Michael Connor up there, he's telling me, Aaron, get onto AliExpress, you'll find some good stuff on there. So I've been on there buying reamers, what else? Keyway shafts, some ground round shaft, that sort of stuff, silver steel. So for the build, I thought instead of making pistons and making rings again, which I've done in the past, I thought bugger it, I'll just buy it off the shop piston. So I jumped on AliExpress and typed in, I needed a 30mm diameter piston. So lo and behold, this one come up and I thought, yep, I'll grab 4 of them because I'm making 4 engines. And the bastards, when they shipped it to me and I opened it here, mind you, they were a month late in receiving it, they're 42mm. So what I reckon they've done, instead of understanding that 30mm is different to 30cc, okay, I reckon they're 30cc pistons, but not the diameter. So there's something wrong with their advertisement. They copped a scathing review from me, and I'm not that sort of person. I usually don't worry about that sort of stuff, but yeah, it really pissed me off. Big thank you to Grant. Now, you may remember some time back on this channel, I put the surface plate on the lathe, and I machined up a big pulley for a belt grinder build that Grant is making. But Grant popped in and, mate, God bless you, mate. He's given me all this stuff, and it's a score of a lifetime. As you know, I've been doing some Coventry die head work on this channel, and the Coventry die heads that I've been using I don't own them. They're owned by Wayne, and Wayne's allowed me to hang on to them here. And you know, anytime Wayne wants them back, he can pick them up. But Grant must have heard that, and he come across this score of Coventry die heads, and lo and behold, he dropped them off to me. Like, bloody beautiful, mate. I'm gobsmacked, really. And there's 3 different sizes. So look, I'm not too sure how you measure these, but look, just roughly via the diameter. So I've got a 4-inch Coventry die head. 3.5 inch Coventry die head, and the little baby one is 2.5 inch. Now he's also dropped off some chasers with them, not a full set, a few sizes, but hey, the old saying, beggars can't be choosers. Now the other thing he's given me here is a box of stuff. Now what I might do here, I might cut here and come over to the box, and I'm prepared to give some of this stuff away and to pass it on, all right? Of course, you'll have to pick up the shipping. I'll do a little panning shot to show you what I've got, and then I'll bring you on the items one at a time. And if you can help identify these items, I'd be really appreciative. And of course, if you want any of these items, just let me know. Reach out to me. Now, I'm not too sure where these parts come from. Maybe they're off an automatic lathe or a turret lathe, I'm unsure. If you'd be able to help me in the comments, I'd appreciate it. I'll call this one item 1, and you can see here it's got some little rollers on the back of it and a little holder where it can hold a small tool. So it could be off a turret lathe, I'm unsure. Item 2, absolutely no idea what that would be used for, maybe for holding a boring bar or something, not too sure. Item 3, item 4, obviously you can see it's some sort of tap. Not certain of the size of it. It's certainly a bit of a unit. All right, got a keyed shaft on it. It looks like a taper, but it's not. I think it's a straight shaft and the key's jammed. Item 5, another one of those little small holders. Item 6, must be some sort of form tool. It's got a drill bit in it, so when it goes in, and then it's got a little radius chamfer on it. So it must be off a turret lathe. Item 7, item 8, item 9, once again, 2 rollers and a cutting tool in there as well. Item 10, some more of those little rollers and a holder for a cutting tool. They're able to come out. Item 11, some more little rollers there. Now the last item is this big collet chuck holder. It's not BT, it's, I forget what you call it, just ISO standard maybe, I'm not too sure. It looks like it's a 40 taper, it might be 50 taper. That's a 30 taper beside it. So yeah, it could be, it could be a 50, I'm not too sure. However, it's got this on it here. I did see something, it's called an auto lock. Yeah, bring it around there. Got some text on there saying auto lock, and it's a Clarkson collet. It does have a collet in there. I can't turn it. It is a little bit rusty and worth for weather, but look, guys, chuck in the comments there what you think the item is, and if you're interested, I'm happy to pass these on, pay it forward. Now, if you like the content I do on the Aaron Engineering channel, can I also suggest that you check out these other channels up here shown on my sticker board. But this morning I'd like to give a special shout out to my good buddy Tom. Now Tom's over at Hilltop Machine Works in Rural Retreat over in the USA. And this is Tom's holder up here. So check him out, he's trying really hard to hit 5K subscribers. So head on over to Tom. Do me a favour, click that subscribe button and give him a hand to reach that 5K mark. Now speaking of Tom over at Hilltop Machine Works, this came in the mail a little while ago and I forgot to cover it. Tom sent me over a heap of Imperial end mills, drill bits, taps, that sort of thing. As you know, I'm a metric guy. I don't use much imperial, but this will come in handy, mate, and I'll finally put it to the side here. Also like this little disc he sent me, okay, for Hilltop Machine Works. Some little Starrett notebooks, a little metric conversion from Starrett as well. Now, speaking of free gifts, we've also got my buddy Kimber, who sent me quite some time back now, this little package of Imperial taps. Kimber, you're a legend. Thanks, mate. I really appreciate it. Now, a couple of weeks or maybe a month ago, you may remember me making this flywheel on the manual milling machine using the rotary table. Now, I couldn't exactly get the form that I wanted, that I had outlined in the CAD model. So anyway, I made one manually, and there is a little bit of discrepancy. You can see some of the webbing's a little bit thinner than the other one, but it's close. Now, the next three I made on the CNC machine. Now, I won't show this on the Aaron Engineering channel because it's not about CNC machining. But you can see here the beauty, the beauty and benefits of having a CNC mill, because every one of those are exact and precise. If you'd like to see how I do them, check out my other channel, and I'll have that video out in a week or so. Well, that's all I've got for you today, folks. If you could help me out with some of those tools, identify them, I'd really appreciate it. If you can take a moment, if you're not following Tom, or subscribe to Tom, please go and check him out, and check out Kimber as well while you're there. They're nice people, good people. I'll leave you a little photo on the outtake here of what I made recently. I don't go into it here because you don't like CNC machining, but anyway, I made a little tool holder. I was sick of my tools rolling around in my drawer, and I needed somewhere to store all my BT30 tooling. I use that in my CNC machine, but I also use it without the pull stud in my manual mill as well, in the combination mill, in the vertical and horizontal arbor, or horizontal spindle, I should say. So I'll take out with a little photo of what I made, or a little bit of video footage, and thanks very much, and we'll see you on the next time on the Aaron Engineering channel. Bye for now.